Good morning, class. Today we will talk about air inversion and pollution. So today you might have seen that there are a lot of there is a lot of news regarding increasing pollution in Indian cities. Now there are also jokes doing around that doing smoking a cigarette in Bangalore is healthier than doing yoga in Delhi. So the reason for this is the rise in pollution, and this rise in pollution is also the result of air inversion. So there is a geographical phenomena of air inversion. Apart from anthropogenic factors, air inversion is also responsible for the rise in pollution, especially in winter season. Now we will see how. Before that, you need to understand some basic nuances of geography that I'll try to explain here first. So, first, you need to understand what is radiation, then, you need to understand what is conduction, and then you need to understand what is convection. Now, what is radiation, what is conduction, and convection? So, basically, when sun comes out in the morning, it radiates heat, it radiates energy. So that energy is taken up by the land. So land gets heated up due to radiation. Land in turn heat up the air molecules. When land heat up the air molecules, it happens through conduction. So secondly, land heating up air molecules is because of conduction. And finally, the air molecules, when they get heated up, they rise up in the air. And when they rise up in the air, the air molecules rise up in the air and they disperse out. So they take away all the pollutants which are released in the night, in the morning with them. And this rise of air molecules in the air is called convection. So I hope you have understood what is radiation, what is conduction, what is convection. Basically, sun hitting up the land is because of the process of radiation, land getting heated up and air molecules getting heated up because of land, and air molecules can also transfer their energy. This is because of conduction. There is collision also between air molecules that result up into heating up of the air mass, which in turn leads to reducing pressure. Heat will reduce the pressure, and that in turn will lead to these air molecules rising up in the air, which is called convection. I hope this simple process is now clear to you. Now, after these three things, this thing plays out in nature. You see, especially these whatever we have learned till now, it plays out well during summer season and during rainy season, and therefore you don't see that much amount of smog and pollution during this season. But in winter season, something different happens. So in winter, what happens is, in the night nights are much longer and much colder. So cooled land gets very cold in the night. So when it gets very cold in the night, the air molecules also get very cold. Now air molecules are close to each other because their temperature have dropped, because land's temperature has dropped. So this is what is happening in the night. See, what is happening is, so this is a cold air, and then there is a parcel of relatively warm air somewhere above. So it is relatively warm as compared to this air below. So what is happening is, inversion of air has happened. Now why is it called air inversion? In geography, it is said that as you go up in height, temperature goes down. So for every 1 kilometer there is a drop of 6.5 degrees Celsius. But in this case, you see, especially in winter, so this is happening in winter. So in winter, you see, cold air is below the ground and warm air is above. So this negates what is happening, what should happen. So that is why it is called air inversion. I hope air inversion has become clearer to you now. Now, because of this air inversion, what is happening is, so this has played out in the night. In the night, vehicular emission will be there. Industries will emit their own gases. So those gases are getting accumulated here, and air molecules are also there in between the air molecules. Now in the morning when the sun comes out at 7 in the morning, suppose the sun has come out, sun will take much more time and energy to heat up the land, that in turn through conduction to heat up the air molecules, which in turn will go up through the process of convection. So in the morning between 7, 8, 9, sun is taking up time to heat up the land, which in turn is taking time to heat up the air molecules. So you will see in the morning the situation will be very bad, because in the morning the offices have already begun, new industrial emission has already started happening because the industries have started, but sun will take its own time because the land is relatively much cooler as compared to here. So by the time the sun heats up the land, which in turn heats up the air molecules, which in turn will lead to convection, it will be 11, 12 in the afternoon. And that is why you will see in the morning the atmosphere will be much more, will look much more polluted, but by the afternoon it will appear much more clearer. So that is because this process which is happening in the morning is happening sometimes in the afternoon here, and that is why in winters in the morning you will see a lot of fog around. I hope this process is now clear to you. Now here you need to understand two important things, that sun cannot directly heat up the air molecules. It cannot directly heat up the air molecules. The nature of the air molecules is such that they are not receptive. They are not receptive to the radiation emitted from the sun, but they are receptive to the wavelength and the radiation emitted by the land. So 99% of our atmosphere is basically nitrogen and oxygen. Rest carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen dioxide, and all these gases are called greenhouse gases, are also there. They are less than 1% in our atmosphere. Now, so the reason why they are called greenhouse gases is because these gases absorb the radiation that is coming from the land, and they in turn will rise up. Nitrogen and oxygen are not receptive to the emissions either from the sun or from the land, so they do not absorb light, and so they do not absorb the energies, so they are neutral gases. They are therefore not called as greenhouse gases. They are not greenhouse gases, but these gases, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, these are all, they all absorb the radiation from the land, and that is why they are called greenhouse gases. Another thing that you need to take from this chapter is, secondly, during rainy season, you might say that during rainy season it is also relatively cold. Then why doesn't this phenomena play out during rainy season? Because in rainy season in the night you will see clouds in the sky. So what are clouds? Clouds are basically water vapors. So they have heat stored in them, because water vapors are made of water which has gotten evaporated, which has got evaporated. So evaporated water vapor has heat. So clouds have heat. So in the night they will release that heat, which in turn will not let the land be that cold to set in this process of air inversion, and that is why you will see that during rainy season this process doesn't play out. I hope this topic has become clearer to you, because pollution is there in news, so you should also be able to explain, you should be able to explain this phenomena through geographical terms as well, and that is why I came up with this chapter. In case you have any doubt, you can put down in comment.